Namaste students, I am here in front of you again with the first member of past family, that is simple past tense. Students, this is my fourth video on the tenses, and why I am making only one video on one tense, because I am going very deep down into the things. I can explain all the tenses only in one video, but we are making one video on one tense to go deep down into the things, so that we can make you aware about everything related tenses. So without wasting time, I am going to start simple past tense. So simple past tense, what's the structural formula of this simple past tense? First of all, subject plus V2 plus object. Subject plus V2 plus object. I jumped into the river. I jumped into the river. I is the subject. I is the subject. Jump is the V1, but this is V2. So this is V2 and the river is the object. And how to change this sentence into negative? I jumped. I did not jump into the river. I did not jump into the river. What will be the structural formula for negative sentences? The first one is subject plus did not plus V1 plus object. One thing you have to keep in mind, that after did not, after do not, does not, first form of the verb is always used after any modal. After do not, does not, did not plus any modal, we always use first form of the verb. So in affirmative sentences, this rule is for affirmative sentences. For affirmative sentences, and here I have written for negative sentences. And now we will go for interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, I will write here, did I jump into the river? Did I jump into the river? And at the end, question mark should be there. Without question mark, sentence is incorrect. So what's the structure formula? Did plus subject plus V1 plus object, and this is for interrogative. This is for interrogative sentence. And how to make it negative interrogative? We will add like, did I not jump into the river? Question mark. Did makes it interrogative and not makes it negative. The sentence become negative interrogative. So this is negative interrogative. Negative interrogative sentence. And so what's the structure formula for it? Structural formula for it, did plus subject plus not plus V1 plus object. And every tense I have explained to you according to the subject, like he, she, it. And same I am going to discuss with you. We can say he with he, she, it, I, we, you, they, plus any singular and plural plural subject. This will be the structure formula for affirmative sentences. This will be the structural formula for negative sentences, interrogative sentences and negative interrogative sentences. So these are the structure formula for every negative, negative interrogative, affirmative, all the sentences. Now we are going to discuss the uses of simple present tense. The first use of simple present tense is to express or to show that action is completed. The action is completed. Action started somewhere in the past and it got completed into the past. So this is the first use of present simple tense. The first use of present simple tense to express a past event or past action which is completed or unrelated to present. To express a past event, to express a past event or action. To express a past event or action which is completed, completed means finished somewhere in past and unrelated to present, and unrelated to present. Unrelated to present means it is not related to present. I have told you that action started somewhere in past and finished in past. So it is therefore used to show actions, such actions or events that are completed. The first is when the time is given. When the time is given. When the time is given. When the time is given to us, then we always use present simple tense or simple present tense. If I say that I did my post graduation or I passed my post graduation in 2009 and 10, means action started somewhere in past and finished in past. It's not right now going on. If I say he worked in this factory, if I say he worked in this factory in 1990 to 2000, so action started somewhere in past and completed in past. I will write everything on the board. He worked in this factory. He worked in this factory from 1990 to 2000. The action is completed. And the next one is I passed my post graduation in 2009-2010. The action started somewhere in past and finished in past. And the next action is when time is given. When time is not given but it is implied. Implied means time, definite time is not given, but it is implied means in an indirect way we are discussing about time. When the time is not given. Second one is when the time is not given but implied and definite. When the time is not given or but implied or definite. If I say my cat lived a cheerful life, my pet cat lived a cheerful life. My pet cat lived a cheerful life means the time his or her pet cat spent in her life. We are discussing about the time of the life of a cat, means it is related to time but definite time is not given. He enjoyed every moment of his life. If I say he enjoyed he enjoyed every moment of his life. Time is not given, but it is implied, means indirectly we are discussing about time. He enjoyed every moment of his time, means the time he spent in his life in past, he was discussing about it. So that's why time is implied. Time is implied. And next one, the next use is when the time is asked for. When the time is asked for. So these are the uses, the first three uses of a past simple tense or simple past tense. The next is when the time is asked for. When the time is asked for. When the time is asked for. If you are asking about the time, when did they finish the work and go home? If I say, when did they finish the work? When did they finish the work and go home? And go home means you are asking about time. So you always use when did they finish the work. If did indicates that this is present simple tense. Did mother wake up early in the morning? If I say, did mother wake up early in the morning? Early in the morning? Question mark. So you are again asking for the time. I think you got the uses of past simple tense when the action is completed, when you ask for time, or when time is given. Now repeated action, it is used for repeated actions in past. It is used for repeated actions in past. It is used for repeated actions in past. If suppose if I say he always went to hills during the vacations, means repeated action. Every year he used to go in the hills. If I say she attended every function of her school, means every year function was there in her school and she used to attend every function. Means repeated actions which you have done in past. So to show this type of sentences, we always use past simple tense. Like he went, or we can say he always went. You can say we always went to hills in vacations. She attended every function in her school. Means when you have to show repeated actions in the sentence, we always use simple past tense. Is it clear? And she always liked to play with young children. She always liked to play with young children. She always liked to play young children. So when you have to show repeated actions in the past in any sentence, when you have to write any sentence in which you have to show your repeated action, you always write that sentence in past simple tense. Now come to next, to express an action which lasted for a period of time in past. To express an action, to express an action which lasted for long, for a long period of time, or lasted for long, or you can say lasted for a long period of time in past. So to show an action which lasted for a long period of time means, lasted means here ऐसा कोई काम जो बहुत लंबे समय तक चला, in past, not in present, in past. If I say he taught in this school for years, she stayed with her aunt for a long time, but right now they are not staying. He taught in the school for years, but right now he was not teaching in this school. Getting it? In past, this action ran for maybe he taught in that school for 30 years, for 40 years, but right now he is not teaching. She stayed with her aunt for a long time, but right now she was not staying there. It has become a part of her memory. So he taught in this school for years. She stayed with her aunt for a long time, but does not stay with her now, or does not stay with her anymore. Does not stay with her anymore. Same is the case. Does not teach in the school anymore. He taught in the school for a long time, but right now he was not teaching. In a long means this action lasted means chala. This action lasted for a long time period in past, but right now the action was finished. And so to show this type of sentences, we always use simple past tense. For permanent or long term situations in past. We always use past simple tense for permanent or long term situations. For permanent or long terms situations in past. Long term situations in past. To show long term situations, ऐसी परिस्थितियां जो लंबे समय तक चली हों, उनको एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए we always use simple past tense. They exploited me in my childhood. They exploited me in my childhood means childhood is not a period of 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 months. It's a long time period. Childhood is a long time period, and the situation of exploiting me ran for a long time, or this was a permanent situation in anybody's childhood, you can say. If I say it really irritated me, it really irritated is the when people would pluck, when people would pluck my baby cheeks to show the affection, to show the affection. Affection means love. So it really irritated me, means when people come to her or him, so when they have to show the affection, they always pluck the cheeks of a baby. It really irritated him or her. So this was the situation. Maybe this was the permanent situation, and whosoever meet him or her, so they used to pluck her cheeks. So this was a permanent and a long term situation. Now in such conditionals, now the last use of, this is the last use of present simple tense. Last use of present simple tense is in conditional sentences. Conditional sentences, you know that when there any condition is given, or we can also say if is used in the sentences. If, use of if. So if we can say in such conditional sentences that convey an unlikely situation. In such sentences, in such conditional sentences, in such conditional sentences when the situation is unlikely, when we can say the sentence that conveys unlikely situation, when the situation is unlikely, or when the sentence conveys the unlikely situation. When the sentence conveys the unlikely situation, the first one, if I will give you an example, if I say अगर मैं भारत का प्रधानमंत्री होता तो मैं सैनिक शिक्षा स्कूलों के अंदर अनिवार्य कर देता. अगर मैं भारत का प्रधानमंत्री होता तो मैं सैनिक शिक्षा स्कूलों के अंदर अनिवार्य कर देता, जरूरी कर देता. तो हाउ विल यू चेंज इट इनटू इंग्लिश? एंड देयर इज अ अनलाइकली सिचुएशन. अगर मैं भारत का प्रधानमंत्री होता, एवरीबडी कैन नॉट बी द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, सो दिस इज अनलाइकली सिचुएशन. सो हाउ आई विल राइट? इफ I were the prime minister, if I were the prime minister of India, I would make the military education compulsory. I would make the military education compulsory. I would make the military education compulsory. If I say he orders as if as if means जैसे कि, he orders as if she were at her beck and call every time. He means to say that, but I am not. मीन्स ही orders as if, वह ऐसे ऑर्डर देता है जैसे कि वह हर टाइम उसके आगे पीछे घूमती रहे. सो द सिचुएशन इज अनलाइकली. द सिचुएशन इज अनलाइकली बिकॉज he was not at his beck and call. And in this type of conditional sentences, we always use verb were. In the first sentence I have used were because condition is there, and in the second sentence with she I have used were. And one more example, if I want to give, I were you, I would travel the world. If I say if I were you, if I were you, I would travel the world. I would travel the world. So if I were you, you cannot be me and I cannot be you. So the situation is unlikely. We can say the unlikely situation में जो कभी पूरी नहीं हो सकती. If I were you, he cannot be you, I cannot be you, and you cannot be me. So the situation is unlikely. So this is the last and final use of present simple tense. So this is this much from my side. So stay safe, complete your assignments. Thank you. Have a nice day.